You brought like cut fruit.
Good side.
No, I knew that.
It's your best.
HillRap is a program that is grounded in and based on the science of reading. So all of our teachers learn how to teach those foundational skills to all of our students, and HillRap is just the means through which we do that. It's not a scripted program, it's one that it gives teachers the tools to use to teach skills to those students. If that makes sense.
And if we were we're not in a HillRap classroom, but if we were in a HillRap classroom, what would we actually see?
You would see students in productive struggle. I always lead with productive struggle because I think that's when students learn best. But they're working with words and letters and sounds. They're practicing word patterns. They're practicing like vowel teams. And then they're taking those skills and putting them in context. So then they're reading text for fluency and comprehension. They're practicing their writing, practicing their spelling.
Who is leading that productive struggle? There's an interventionist?
Yep, there's an interventionist at all of our schools, from our elementary through our high school, and they work with students on their particular levels to make sure that they're engaging.
And what is that interventionist relationship to the Hill Center in Durham?
We do have a mentor teacher from the Hill Center who supports all of our teachers with observations and coaching cycles, and then of course they have me, and I talk to the Hill Center like every day.
How does a second grade HillRap intervention look similar or different than, say, an 8th grade HillRap intervention?
It's not really based on grade, but it's more focused on the level and the skills of the student. So you, in theory, could have a 2nd grader and 8th grader together in the same group, working through the same types of skills, but on their level. So for example, in 2nd grade, you may have a student who's working on vowel teams. In 8th grade, you may have a student who's working on multisyllabic words in the same group. So proud of our interventionists because our students who receive HillRap on average see more growth in their reading skills than students who don't. And that's our students in general education and special education. Our students who get HillRap usually see more growth than anybody else across the region in reading. So that's a big thing to celebrate and shout out.
I was introduced to Hill Learning Center and HillRap and introduced it to my parents, and man, it is just taken off like wildfire. It was so easy for the donor to understand. Just go into the classroom and see the 4 students and 1 teacher, each student working independently on their own level, but they're all together. Also to see that kids wanted to do this. The kids look forward to this. Third, just the absolute knowledge and belief that they're changing lives.
It's a lot. It's a lot of joy in our classrooms, a lot of knowledge building, a lot of building what students already know, right? It's not, they're learning obviously new skills, but it's building on what they already know and intentionally finding ways for them to apply and then build knowledge on top of that. It's really good to see.